everybody, and welcome back to another Pinal Prep Spotlight brought to you by Jones Ford Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for more than 50 years. We are still in playoff mode here at Pinal Central, but this week's show is going to be a little bit different because we're talking about two teams that we haven't talked about basically all season long. They are our only remaining playoffs teams. Both of these teams coming from 1A softball. The semifinal games are going to be happening on Thursday at 5 p.m. Both of them happening at the same time at Fiesta Sports Complex in Mesa. Kicking things off, we got to start with our number one seed in San Manuel, and they are going to be the home team here hosting Bagdad. David, what can we expect from San Manuel?
Yeah, well, first of all, just because these teams are 1A, don't discredit them for what they can do because they are uber talented. They are just really good, both of these teams. But starting with San Manuel, 14-1 in the regular season, so they had a really good year. And, they've destroyed the competition so far in this opening playoffs in that first and second round. In the first round, they beat Fort Thomas 22-0, and then the second round they beat Mojave Accelerated 18-0. So, a big-time offense combined with lights-out pitching has just really been the true combination for this team to be able to get it done. And I'm looking for Jasmine Waddell to kind of keep up what she's done in the regular season and in the playoffs. She had a monster senior year for her, 49 hits on the year, 29 of those hits being extra base hits, 8 home runs on the year. She can do it all at the plate, and then she can do it all inside the circle because she's also their best pitcher. She had an ERA of 1.73 in the regular season, and she struck out over 200 batters. Now, that is, no matter what level you're at, that is a huge accomplishment to be able to punch out that many people. So she's been doing great, and she's going to lead this team in their hopes of, getting that state championship. And, this team is very legit, so whatever competition they face in this semifinal and finals round, they're going to have to watch out and be ready for it because it's going to be dangerous. This team is really good. Look out for the Miners.
All right, so just continuing a little bit on with San Manuel. They are currently on an 8-game win streak, and they also are last year's state runner-up. They lost to Williams in the state championship match. And looking at Bagdad, it's kind of a similar deal for them. Offensively, as a team, they are batting .521. They have 37 home runs as a team. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Sultans can keep up their hot hitting against San Manuel's Waddell. And also 138 stolen bases. Now, David had mentioned how impressive San Manuel's pitcher has been in strikeouts. Bagdad has 138 bases. That's something that's unheard of here for a team. Pitching-wise, they are going to rely on Holly Myers, a 2.00 ERA, 101 innings pitched, 154 strikeouts. If these two teams can somehow find a way to hit the ball against these two impressive pitchers, it's going to be fun to see, but other than that, I really don't know what to expect from this game. David, is there anything else you want to add about this?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that they were the state runner-ups last year. I think that really is just, we've seen it with other teams. That lights a fire under them. They don't want to come in, just short of that goal. They're not satisfied with being a runner-up. They're going to the state championship to be champions. They want to win that final game, and I think they can do that as long as they stay true to who they are, pitch well, hit well, and just kind of stick to their game plan, and they should be okay, but we'll see what happens. This should be fun to watch.
Yeah, and our other semifinal matchup is number 2 Superior. They're going to be the home team as the top seed here, and number 3 Williams. David, what about these Panthers?
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool that our two 1A teams finished 1 and 2, and Superior just came just below San Manuel, but don't knock them for anything they've done because this team is still really good and very talented. This team looks pretty deep as well. They have a lot of people they can rely on, but the person that they rely on the most is going to be Danica Bryant. She has stood out for me. She's a true power hitter. She hit 10 doubles in the year, 10 home runs on the year. So you can both hit for power, hit for contact. She can do anything you need for her at the plate. So she's going to be a huge part of what they do in this semifinal and possible finals matchup. So look out for them. And opposing pitchers have to watch out for her too because she can take it deep. She can hit the line drives down the line to stretch out singles into doubles. She's able to do it all basically. So it's going to be fun watching to see how they perform and see how the playoff mentality reaches out to them because the first 2 rounds were home seed games where they were able to play at home, but now it's a neutral field. We'll see how that affects them playing away from their home park, but it could pay dividends. It just depends on how they come out to Mesa and perform. It should be fun.
So there's a lot of playoff history here between San Manuel and Superior. They're some of our more successful teams. Superior dating back to 2017. They have made the state tournament title game pretty much every year except 2020 when the spring season was canceled because of COVID, and last year. Last year they were knocked out in the semifinals, and you know who knocked them out? Williams. And Williams went on to defeat San Manuel in the state title game last year, so they are the defending state champions. Also, earlier this year, these two teams met. They played back in early April, and Williams was the one to come out on top. They won the game 5-4. Interesting thing here is they only had 2 hits. So my biggest concern here for Superior is, yes, Danica Bryant has been phenomenal for them in the circle. However, she does have 76 walks, and walks are kind of what hurt this Superior team when they played Williams the first time around. She had 8 walks, and the team had 4 errors. So if they can clean those little things up, I'm expecting a different turnout this time around. But looking at Williams from last year's state title team, they have 8 players returning, and 4 of them right now are all batting over 500. So we're going to have to wait and see what they can do in the circle for Williams. It's Kai Mortensen, 1.71 ERA, just 30 walks for her, and 156 strikeouts. As David mentioned, you know, we can't really sleep on these 1A teams. Although they are far away, you know, they pretty much make our postseason very exciting here at Pinal Central. David, is there anything else you want to add?
I'm just looking forward to more softball action. I thought it would be over, but now we got the 1A teams coming out there to try to, you know, prove their dominance and get back to the mountaintop. So it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to see how these teams perform, and it'll be good to be out there in Mesa with these teams and watch them go at it.
I do have to add, if either San Manuel or Superior win, or both of them do, then the state title game will be on Friday at 8 p.m. at ASU Farrington Stadium. And with that, that does it for this week's Pinal Prep Spotlight. Be sure to check out Pinal Central throughout the week to see how these two teams do.